Peace, 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 family. Tag team back again. Early in the AM. Is yours truly, your favorite power couple in the building, King Amari, and Queen
Hi, Amari. Hi, good morning.
Amani. Amari is in the building, family. Is in the building. Rise and grind, family. One more time. One more time for your mind. Let's get it in. My queen and I, we committed every Monday and Wednesday, Friday. Come out here and to do a workout. Make sure, we stay not only spiritually healthy, but to make sure we stay mentally healthy as well. And so we decided to come together and to help to empower you. Yes, indeed, man. Come out here to be a blessing to somebody. Our attitude is servitude. My queen Amani and Mari and I, we are the founders of Uwa Pele Movement. Uwa Pele Movement is a ministry that focuses on your spiritual, your physical, and your financial well-being. My queen Amani and Mari is the co-founder, and we are so excited about coming on here and ministering and sharing our knowledge, our wisdom, and understanding. My queen and I, we are serial entrepreneurs as well. We are real estate investors. We control multiple online stores, and we also control a networking business entitled Synergetic Network Group LLC, where we are your community liaison for entrepreneurs and consumers. And we're here to highlight businesses. We're here to help other people to build business-based generational wealth, and also to inspire you to start investing. Okay, invest in you and your family. All right, so that you can be independent. We all know that to a degree, we all need help in some way, shape, or form, or fashion. Absolutely. But at the same time, grand rising to everybody tuning in. Justin Mercer, my good brother Wilner Diaz Hernandez, my cousin Shay Young is in the building. Thank you all for tuning in this AM. For those who tuning in, if you would be so kind to share what city and state that you're tuning in from, that'd be great. Again, share what city and state you're tuning in from, that'd be great. Also, if you are an entrepreneur, if you'd be so kind to share your business, your website, your various social media handles, that'd be great. We would love to support you. Again, like I always say, nobody can't buy products they don't know anything about. Nobody can't pay for your services if they don't know about you. So nobody can support a business they don't know anything about. So if you'd be so kind to share that, that'd be great. We would love to support you. And also, we have a wealth building strategies program. So for those of you who are out there and you have been economically empowered as an entrepreneur, whether you work your business part-time or whether or not you work it full-time, we would still love to have you on the program so you can talk about the economic empowerment of being an entrepreneur. Okay, so we would love to have you on. We'd love again to highlight your business, and we're getting ready to dive in this AM. So we thank you once again for tuning in. My queen and I, we greatly appreciate you all for tuning in, your support. Make sure you also comment. For those of you who comment, I will read your comments, okay, because this is a dialogue. I don't want it to be a monologue. All right, we want to share what you have to say too. Well, my queen and I, we like to say to have the meeting of the minds. Okay, so we like to have the meeting of the minds. We like to hear other people's perspectives, because you may say something that may help to liberate us too. As we all know, none of us are perfect. You understand what I'm saying? Contrary to the popular belief for some, you know what I mean? But we can definitely learn something from you as well, okay? So, all right, we're going to talk about being a free thinker on this AM, man, especially in this hour, in regards to all the chaos that's going on in the world. I thought it would be a good idea to come on here and to be able to help you to be free from all the chaos that's going on via social media, via the news, and just being able to free yourself even from all of the arguments that's happening, whether or not Kamala Harris is African, or the back and forth that's running this between the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. And then you have a bunch of arguments about religion and spirituality and what doesn't work and what does work. And family, I'm here to tell you right now, man, you have to know thyself and know for yourself. You know what I mean? You have to know the whole matter before you come to a conclusion. Okay, there's so many people that take information and have not researched it for themselves. And my queen, she made a very valuable point. She was like, a lot of people are commenting on things in the political arena and they have not done their research. And how do she know this? She knows because she does her research. And I know this for a fact because my queen actually is the one who inspired me to get into the political arena more. You understand what I'm saying? Especially being involved in the community and things of this nature. It's important for us to understand these various roles that people play in the political arena for ourselves. Okay, it is also important for us to understand the spiritual side of the house. It's important to understand the natural side of the house. Understanding how we can build a solid financial vehicle to transport our family from poverty to prosperity. Okay, so I believe that we should have balance in our lives. Okay, and you got to be able to draw these conclusions from your own research, from your own studying. Okay, you can go to whitehouse.gov. My queen was the one who told me about that too. You can see what a lot of these political figures have done, such as Joe Biden or even President Obama. A lot of people say he hasn't done this or done that, but what I come to find is a lot of times people who saying what somebody hasn't done, they didn't do their research. They didn't look this person up themselves, and one thing I recognize is there's no such thing as a perfect person, man. I haven't seen not one perfect person yet in my life, even the man that's looking at you today. You understand? So we have to get over this thing where we're looking for this perfect world. We have to come out of this fairy tale land and stop thinking that because somebody gets in a political seat for 4 to 8 years that they're going to save us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one that's not going to tell you to vote. I'll tell you to vote wisely. When you have a mayor like Keisha Lance Bottoms, I think that people who have experienced her leadership, will argue that voting doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? For people who have commissioners and mayors and senators, like the gentleman down in South Florida that we know, his name is Chevron Jones. Okay, let me tell you something, family. I work with Chevron Jones. I worked alongside of Chevron Jones. Chevron Jones is out there when that there was a distress over in the Bahamas during that time. This brother was out there helping to feed people. You understand? Helping to clothe people. Okay, this brother was going to the White House and fighting for funding and and things of this nature. You understand what I'm saying? And this man is a beautiful soul. Okay, regardless of his sexual orientation. Okay, regardless. This brother believes in we the people, right? So everybody who voted for him to be a senator in Florida, guess what? They know that they have the right man because of his body of work. So when you tell people that it doesn't work, you're only saying that because of voter suppression. You're only saying that because people that have voted, okay, they start messing with the machines, like what happened to Stacey Abrams. Okay, what happened to Andrew Gillum. I'm not talking about the Andrew Gillum we know now. Okay, you know, a lot of you want to go back. Oh, he did this, he did that. That's the problem. That is the problem, man. We're too quick to point out the negative things. You understand what I'm saying? Just because you have resistance don't mean that you don't fight. Okay, our ancestors did it. You understand what I'm saying? And we wouldn't have the municipal liberties that we have today if they had not done that themselves, if they had not fight, if they had not fought for us, rather. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, just because you're going to face opposition doesn't mean that you don't fight. You understand? Just because they do what they want to do anyway doesn't mean that you don't fight. Listen, I can rest well that night knowing that I did my part. I'm not going to sit up there and complain about a certain person that's sitting in a political office when I have done nothing to keep that person from getting in that position. So when they get in that position, how can I dare sit there, whine and complain about what they are not doing, you know what I'm saying, and what they are doing when I did nothing to keep that person from being in that position? You understand what I'm saying? And some people's you know, plight is about, you know, reparations and things of this nature. Okay, family, here's my thing right here. You know, I just want to share this with you again. This is a free thinking dialogue. It's not to come on here to debate or anything like that. But here's my thing, okay, family? You know, I don't put my trust in a man like that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't put my trust in a person to come save me. You understand? You know, my queen and I, what we do is we get up every day, 7 days a week. You understand what I'm saying? And we fight. Okay, we put in the work to build a financial vehicle to be able to leave generational wealth for our family. And when you think about it, whose responsibility is that? That's our responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I don't look for nobody to come into a school to teach my child or we don't look for anybody to come into the school to teach our children anything. You understand what I'm saying? We teach our own family members, right? We learn economical strategies and we teach them. We learn about our heritage and we teach our children. It starts in the family. It starts at home, okay? And a lot of times we're looking outside of ourselves for somebody to help us when we got to save ourselves. And what does that mean? That means that you got to do what you need to do in order for you to be able to have what you need. Okay, that is our responsibility. Okay, now we got to understand, what is the political responsibility? It's to write policies, okay, that's going to defend the people. Do people fight against these policies? Of course. Of course, we have discriminatory laws and they still find ways, you know, around that, because you have unjust people in a position of justice where they don't belong at. But how did they get there? How did they get there? It's not that some people didn't vote. You know what I'm saying? It's because they do what they want to do anyway. They fight against it. But at least I know that I did my part by me ensuring that this person did not get in that office. A lot of people don't even know that the Black Panther Party, you know what I'm saying, like Bobby Seale and them, they fought to be in political roles, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of history that a lot of people don't know, and you can tell they don't know these things because they look at these things like it doesn't do anything. The importance of being in a political position is policy. This is the reason why we ourselves, okay, need to run for offices and things of this nature, because we write policy. The governor of the state is the one that actually writes the state constitution. Okay, they write policy. Okay, why it's important to make sure you have the right people in position so they can write the right policies, okay, and they can enforce these policies. Think about it. If you have somebody in political power that's unjust, they're not going to bring justice. That's just simple logic. That's simple logic. Okay, it's no different when you have a pastor, okay, that's in position, okay, that really doesn't love the people. This pastor's heart is just to see what he or she can get out of the people. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They're I call them DJ preachers. Okay, they're just there to rock the crowd and get everybody all up in there, you know, up in their emotions and their feelings and everything else like that. But nobody is leaving out of there transformed because they're too concerned about making people upset and saying something that's going to convict people, or, you know what I'm saying something that's going to make somebody upset, right? You know what I'm saying? So who can transform when the only thing you do is tell people what they want to hear? Okay, everything that a leader says is not going to make you want to run up and down and jump up and down and fall on the floor and turn in circles and swing from the chandeliers and do cartwheels. Okay, as a leader, that's not your responsibility. It's to make people emotional. Your position as a leader is to help to transform their lives. And guess what that means? Sometimes you're going to make people upset about what you say because you're challenging them. You're challenging them to grow. And growing is very painful because you know why? It causes you to look at the man and the woman in the mirror. Okay, that's what it causes you to do. It causes you to say, what am I doing? I'm always pointing the finger at everybody else. Okay, but what am I doing for myself? What am I doing for myself? Okay, and here's my viewpoint on this. I haven't seen no one come and save us yet. I haven't seen it yet. And I have enough sense also to know that this person is only going to be there for 4 to 8 years. So why would I hang my hopes on a person that's going to be there for 4 to 8 years, even if they're a good person? I'm not saying not to vote for anybody. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody to misunderstand what I'm saying. Oh, that means no, I'm not saying that. Okay, so don't misconstrue what I'm saying to you. What I'm telling you is stop putting your trust so much in man. Okay, and start doing for self. You understand? Start doing for yourself. This is what I'm saying to you. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we have so many examples about us being disappointed because we put too much trust in a person and we sit there with our hands folded, okay, as if though this person is our Messiah. You understand? And that's what the problem is. We put too much trust in these pastors. We put too much trust in political figures. And rather than putting trust in ourselves and doing what we need to do for self. Okay? And we got to get liberated from this. A lot of us, we talk about, some people have a savior complex, but I see some people still have that savior complex. Okay? Even the ones who say I'm conscious. You know what I'm saying? Constantly looking for somebody that's famous to come back and come save us. And, come, NFL players and basketball players. Come back here and save us and everything else. That's the problem. How long is it going to take for you, family, to figure that out? Nobody is coming back to save you. You got to do for yourself. You got to do what's best for you and your family. You understand what I'm saying? You got to figure out these things yourself. You got to do what you need to do. And you can't be concerned about what somebody's going to think about me and who's going to stop being my friend and who's going to unsubscribe and who's going to stop following me and, you know what I'm saying, and who's going to stop viewing, my videos, or, we concerned about the wrong things. Okay? If we continue to be concerned about those type of things, man, we're going to continue to stay in bondage. Understand? Listen, only those who understand will take a stand. Only those who understand will take a stand. Those who understand can understand you, but those who don't understand will never understand you. You understand? So you got to know for yourself and you got to live what you know. You know what I'm saying? So you can grow, so you can do for you and your family, and prayerfully, hopefully one day, you know what I'm saying, they'll come into the knowledge of the truth themselves, and they'll be able to understand these things, and then they'll be able to do for self. Sweetheart, you got anything you want to share? All right. That's so true. My cousin Shay Young said you have to give people space to make mistakes. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That is the truth right there, man. You know what I'm saying? And family, you have the right to be free. You know what I'm saying? I just want to share this with you this morning. And it's something that's very near and dear in my heart. My queen and I, we've been through this ourselves, with people trying to manipulate us and control us. And you know what I'm saying? Really, they want to be God. They want to take the seat, of God. They you know what I'm saying? They want to stand in the passageway of God. You know what I'm saying? They put themselves on the throne. You know what I mean? And so many people feel like, if they don't say it, then it doesn't mean anything. They're the end all be all. Okay, and this goes for the political views. This goes for, the spiritual arena. This goes for the religious realm. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be free in your own mind to be able to make your own choices. You have a right to analyze information, okay, before you are receptive to what is being shared with you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care who's saying it. I don't care how long they've been doing what they're doing. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You have the right, you understand what I'm saying, to fight. Okay, you have the right to stand up for what's right. Okay, that is your human right. It's to stand up and to fight against corruption, to stand up and speak out against things, okay, that is incarcerating people. Okay, and some of us have to be bold enough, okay, to come out of our shells and start sharing what we know. And if they receive it, fine. If they don't, oh well. You know what I'm saying? For myself, facts are the facts. You can never overthrow the truth. Period. That's the bottom line. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm just here again this AM to just encourage you to be very careful about all of this confusion that's going on, family. I'm very serious about this, man. I can see it. I tell my wife this thing is plain as day for those who can see with a spiritual eye. But those whose minds are free, you can see what's actually going on. Okay, it is confusion. It is distraction. Okay, it is an emotional turbulence that's going on. People get all caught up in their emotions and stuff like that, and everything. Instead of
learn.
There you go. That's it.
Not learn.
Go ahead, baby. You got something.
Oh wow. Hey y'all. I just want to piggyback what he said about the confusion and things like that. Not only, can you discern with the spiritual eye, you would know with the natural eye. All you have to do is turn on the news and the TV and look at the intelligence reports where people that are highly intelligent working for the FBI have gone into different places and have came back with a report to you and said, look, there is another country out there trying to stir up confusion. They're putting out false information. They're putting out false reports. They're causing you to fight between one another. They're fighting. They're causing a lot of division. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You have to know for a surety of what you stand for. Mm-hmm. You have to know for a surety of what you believe in. And I just want to say this in regards to a president. My husband was speaking about some political things, and in regards to a president, yes, of course, they're only there for 4 to 8 years, but that president can set into policies and can do some things that could last a lifetime. They can appoint some people on the Supreme Court that are there until their death. They can appoint people in high courts that are there until their death. We have policies that were passed by Lyndon B. Johnson back in the day. He signed those. That president signed those. Yep. They're in effect today. All of those things. Yep. You have to take that in consideration. Civil Rights Act. You really, really have to take that into consideration when choosing your opponent. There is one opponent that allegedly is against abortion, but would love to kill you because of the color of your skin. Would love to disenfranchise you because of the color of your skin. I just think that's ironic and hypocritical. But I say to you guys, do your research. Thoroughly do your research. Don't be coming out here talking about somebody got dementia and you don't even have a PhD. You don't even have a BA, a PhD, MD, or any of that. You done diagnosed somebody. Don't come out here telling don't, it's just do your research is what I'm saying. Do your research. Everything, sometimes even in our community, we put out things about people and we know it's wrong. And hoping and praying that you didn't do the extra research to find out that they're wrong to counteract the lie that they're putting out. But I just say be sober, be vigilant. Your adversary, the devil, is out there.
Peace, peace, peace. Peace, cousin Prince Cortez in the building. Grand rising to you too, family. We appreciate the love, cousin. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, man, we love it out here, man. You know, it's a pretty decent area. You know, and also, man, we live in a multicultural community, you know, where we're at. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about being a free thinker. This is the reason why I love the Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King, where he said, I will not judge nobody by the pigmentation of their skin. Okay, I'm paraphrasing, all right? But I judge them by the content of their character. Okay, you know, I'm talking about we have Caucasian people that's nice to us all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's kind to us, you know, all the time. Then you have some that look at us, you know, like, you know, what are you here? Looking at us with the look of death. You know, we have our own kind look at us and smile and wave. And then we have some of our own kind look at us with the look of death. What are you looking at? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing around here? We've had some Hispanic peoples that has, you know, treated us kindly. Then we had some look at us, what are you doing around here? With the look of death. You understand what I'm saying? See, this is the reason why I say we have to be free thinkers, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be very careful about what you allow into your spirit. You know what I'm saying? You have to be very, very careful about that, man. You know, you have, you know, Father Fragler, you know, who stands by us, who fight, who support the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and things of this nature. Okay. Then you have, you know, the young lady, I wish I could remember her name. She actually was one of the victims that had lost her life in Charlottesville. That time that the violence had broke out. And I know that a lot of you don't agree with this. Some of you don't. You know, her boyfriend being African and things of this nature. But her boyfriend was African. Okay, her mother stood before, you know, the Congress, and she literally said that she's going to use her right privilege. She said she knows she has, you know, that type of privilege. And she said that she's going to use her privilege to fight against racism. Okay, she literally told them, she said it's wrong. And her daughter lost her life. Okay, some of you may get mad and upset. Jan Haley, she need to be, you know, it's like, first of all, you tell people that they need to stand up and fight. Then when they stand up and fight, they need to be quiet and sit down. I've heard people say this. Oh, we have people who look like us that, you know, can stand up and say something. Of course we can. Kuji Chagalia. We have people, you know what I'm saying, that we can speak for ourselves, define ourselves and for ourselves. But why in the world would you have a problem with somebody who's a moral person standing up and saying, hey, that's wrong? A lot of you don't know about, and some of you may know about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan granddaughter, who she's mixed with native blood, and also she's African. Okay, her mother was full-blooded a native of this continent. I just can't remember what people, you know what I'm saying, that she comes from, whatnot. But it's Queen Longwolf or something like that. Her name is. Okay, she go by. Okay, and you know, her mother was involved against, you know, she was involved rather with fighting against racism and things of that nature. Okay, but her mother was a full-blooded native of this continent. Some people may say Indian. Okay, you know, I don't use that word Indian because they're not Indian. Just like I don't say black. Once I come to the knowledge of who I really am, okay, at one time I would say that because I wasn't there in my mind. Okay, but once I evolved in my consciousness, I understood. Okay, I'm a Khan. I'm from Africa. You know what I'm saying? This is my bloodline. This is what I am. I'm Tasalagi, that's what I am. You understand what I'm saying? And you got a whole bunch of confusion going around about that. You know what I'm saying? People renouncing each other. People mad with each other. People saying, well, you know, they're not descendants of slaves. And, you know, and all this other stuff like that. You know, and that type of stuff, it don't make sense. Okay, you know, we're having these senseless arguments. And we got more important things for us to be talking about You know what I'm saying? Then going back and forth about, you know, honest with you, to me, it's simple logic. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you know, not every African was taken off the continent. And then let the truth be told, some of us was already here anyway. You understand? When you really get into your history, you start understanding these things as well. But also you got to understand too that some of us was dropped off in different parts of the world. Okay? So well, you know, some of us were. I'm not saying we, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, I already said that everybody didn't, you know, everybody didn't come from a different continent. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and the reason why I say this doesn't make any sense to me is for the simple fact that I'm gonna explain to you why. Okay, because all of us wasn't taken from the continent. You know what I'm saying? Some of us were left there. It's not like they took they just drained the continent of all African people. That's what I mean by using simple logic. You understand what I'm saying? And some people will say, oh, you know, that they're not the descendants of slaves. That don't make sense because everybody wasn't taken off the continent. So if they come from over in Africa and they move over here, how you going to tell them that they're not a descendant of a slave because they wasn't born in America? That don't make no sense. Because all of our family members wasn't taken from the continent of Africa. You understand? And this is the reason why I say we got to free our minds, because if we don't free our minds, we'll have foolish arguments like that. You know what I'm saying? Foolish arguments. You can tell that a lot of our people are still mentally damaged. You know what I'm saying? As Dr. Joy DeGruy said, we still suffering from post-traumatic slave disorder. A lot of our minds are still mentally damaged, and I can hear the residue come out of people's mouth. You understand? You know, we have to get free in our mind, man. You got to stop letting people doing the thinking for you. You got to think for yourself. You understand? We get so caught up in personalities and, oh, this is so-and-so. They went to Africa this many times, and, oh, they've been teaching this long and all the stuff like that. When are we going to ever get to the point? When are we going to get tired of being deceived? When are we going to get tired of putting our trust so much in a person to where we're not able to think for our own selves? We just take information, we just run with it. We don't research, have people talking about it. If you go to the census website, you can go on there and you can find out about, you know, the, what was the money, Queen?
Stimulus.
Yeah, the stimulus money, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can find out about the stimulus checks, man. The only thing was there was, guess what? And I know I went and looked for myself just to see if they know what they talking about. And then when I went there, guess what was there? Census information. It wasn't nothing. And matter of fact, you know what was on there? You know what they told you? Because they knew what was going on. They had a message on there telling you go to the IRS Gov website for any information pertaining to that. You understand? But you had people, oh, go to the census website and, you know, you can get the stimulus money. You could just fill this form. And it was sent to me. It was sent to me by an elder.
You know.
Okay, by an elder. Now, what if I just said, oh, you know, that's an elder and, you know, this elder is very active in the community and, you know, I'm just going to take what he say and I'm just going to run with it. And say, for instance, I just started sharing that information. See, I learned a long time ago, fam. Let me tell you something. I learned a long time ago when I was in the military. It was some orders and directives, right, that people wasn't even aware of, even the people that were senior to me. Okay? You know, when I started researching, I started going through the orders, you know what I come to find out? We had been doing it wrong for a long time. We had been doing it wrong for a long time. And it was people over me that had been in longer than me, who was higher ranks than me, didn't even recognize we wasn't doing it right. Passing down information that nobody didn't research, because of what they told, because they put too much trust in what somebody told them, rather than asking, okay, you know, I appreciate that. Where can I go find this out in the orders and the directives so I can reference it? So just in case somebody challenges me, you know, I can accompany an email with this documentation, giving them the orders and directives where they can reference it for themselves. How many of us are going to get to that point where we're going to have to, you know, where we want to know for ourselves and not just going off of what somebody else is saying? You understand? And this is how you know people really don't want you to be free. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing the truth won't set you free. Contrary to popular belief, you know what I'm saying? That's just not the truth. Okay, it's the implementation of the truth that will set you free, not just having the knowledge of it. You can be aware of what you need to do financially to get yourself in a better financial position. But until you apply those strategies, you'll continue to struggle financially. Why? Because you haven't implemented the strategies to be able to help assist you. So you could be aware of a thing, but if you don't do anything with that information, what good is it doing to you? That's the reason why knowledge is not power, okay? Knowledge within itself is not power, okay? It's the implementation of what you know that empowers you, okay? So this is what I just wanted to share with you, man. Make sure, you know, again, that you make your own choices, family. You know what I'm saying? That you know, don't refrain from speaking out against what you know is right. And then at the same time, too, don't waste your time getting into these quarrels, these contentions, and people are having, and it's sad what I'm seeing right now. You know, it's like, unfortunately, a lot of people that's YouTubers and come on Facebook and, you know, and Instagram, unfortunately, people become commercial these days. People just want to keep up with what's trending. You know what I'm saying? People just trying to get subscribers and views and likes, and it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real with you. It's disgusting. It makes me want to vomit. I can't stomach all this foolishness, man. People getting on here, they just want to get views, and you know what I'm saying? They started out well, but who did hinder you? You started out well, but who did hinder you? Why? You know what I'm saying? You missing the point of using this platform is to help to empower people. You understand? And people are getting so caught up in this hype now. They having all these memes. They having all this stuff on about Cardi B and all this stuff, man. First of all, Foxy Brown was out before Cardi B. Okay, okay, Little Kim was out before Cardi B. Okay, so let's stop playing. Okay, let's stop playing. You understand me? You know? Hey, Grand Rising, sis. Grand Rising, Queen Tanisha. Tisha, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate that, my sister. Okay. So this is the reason why you didn't see me do any videos about that, because it's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? These you know what I'm saying? People act like as if though, you know what I'm saying? Remember Little Kim said she can swallow man like a Coca-Cola bottle. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on now. Lil' Kim was doing that before Cardi B. Who you think Cardi B got it from? You know what I'm saying? What about Lil' Kim was the one who started that mess? You understand? Foxy Brown, see, I know I'm old enough. Next week, I'll be 44 years old. On August the 27th, I'll be 44 years old. Listen, I know what I'm talking about. I grew up in the era of hip-hop. I grew up in listening to hip-hop when gangster rap didn't even exist at one time. I was there when they started it, like the NWAs and the Ghetto Boys. Okay? I was there. I knew about hip-hop before they started that gangster rap stuff. And I seen what happened. You understand what I'm saying? I seen what happened. Thank you. I seen what happened, right? So some stuff is not even arguable to me. You know what I'm saying? When you know the facts, you know what I'm saying? It's not even up for question. Okay? You understand? You know, you have the right to think for yourself. You have the right to know the whole matter before you come to a conclusion. And don't be afraid of people ostracizing you, not wanting to talk to you, calling you a sellout, you know, and everything else. I don't really care. That's one thing about me. When I tell you I really don't. I've had people that have lied on me, said I've been asking people for money. I done had people go on videos, make videos about me talking about, you know what I'm saying, I'm only talking the way that I'm talking because I failed in ministry. Okay, when, you know, this person who was running their mouth, okay, didn't know I actually was establishing, you know, different ministries in the United States, and I was getting ready to go up to Africa to establish one. But they want to talk about the ministry. I'm talking the way I'm talking because the ministry has failed. See, you see, man, you know what I'm saying? I laugh at stuff like that. It's comical to me.
Because you came to the knowledge of the truth.
Exactly. Just like when my queen said, I'm talking like this because I came to the knowledge of the truth. I'm not talking like this because I was a unsuccessful pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, we had members.
I was successful.
You understand what I'm saying? We had members. You know, I had invitations to go. I had an invitation, you know what I'm saying, to go on TBN with a person, the Word Network. You know, he ended up becoming a well-known preacher and everything. And then not only that, you know what I'm saying, the same person who said this about me wanted me to partner with him, and he ended up going on the Word Network. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have to get away from all this confusion, and then people coming on here talking about Brother Jay Morrison. You know what I'm saying, man? We got to get set free. We got to, we have to, good day, brother. We have to get set free from all this confusion and all this hating and stuff like that. Our brothers and sisters start coming up, and people want to keep them down. They want to put them back down where they come from. You know what I'm saying? There's these Judas spirits, man. Just jealousy. And envy and confusion and jealousy.
Oh, they got friends. We missed them.
You understand, man? We got to get set free, man. Talking about the brother, lying on the brother, saying that the brother is a scammer. Guess what? My queen and I, we're part of the Tulsa real estate investment fund. We're part of the TRIF ourselves, man. That brother Jay Morrison, he is not a scammer. He is not a scammer. There's plenty of people who he helped to buy properties. You know what I'm saying? The evidence is out there. You know what I'm saying? And we listened to some of his strategies, and it helped us in our real estate investment business, man. This brother give out free information. He going from corner to corner, from out of his own pocket, okay, from corner to corner, teaching people how to economically empower themselves to be able to build wealth, okay, for our families to be able to leave generational wealth and to free us from a poverty mindset. You know what I'm saying? But you have people on here, you know what I'm saying, that's going around lying, listening to what they saying. You know, a brother come on my post talking about, hey, Brother Jay Morrison, he a fraud. Don't have no proof of that, only what somebody said. But we're a part of his organization. Okay, we're a part of his program. You know what I'm saying? And I want to come on here and I have to say this, man. I want to clear that brother name up because I love that brother. Because that brother is sacrificing, man. You know what I'm saying? He's coming out of his own pocket to help our people. But when we start doing stuff like this, here come these jealous and envious and these people with a Judas spirit, you know what I'm saying? This jealous spirit. And, you know, now they lying and, you know what I'm saying, spreading around all these rumors. And come on, man. Come on, man. We got to stop, family. We got to stop, man. We got to get set free in our minds. We got to learn how to think for ourselves and stop listening to everybody else. We got a bad problem in our community with gossip. We got a bad problem in our community with rumors. We got a bad problem in our community with hearing information and us not researching these things ourselves and studying for ourselves. We keep going off of what grandma said and grandpa said and what auntie said. You know what I'm saying? And what our uncle said. And no. Enough is enough, man. Enough is enough, man. Know for thyself. Know for thyself. Know for yourself. Know the whole matter before you come to a conclusion. Okay, I'm ending it here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you all. We thank you. We appreciate you for tuning in to the Power Couple Mental Fitness. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 6:30 and 7 a.m., depending on what time we roll out the bed. Okay, and we greatly appreciate you all for tuning in, Sam. So we pray that you continue to have a blessed day, man. We love you guys, man. Thank you again for tuning in. Queen Tisha, she said before closing out, she says they hate anything that attempts to arise up. It makes them feel insecure because they are afraid to free themselves, and that's true, sis. Cousin Shay Young, she said, my cuz always on point. Y'all fall back for real. Okay, cousin Mika, listen, cuz let's be at peace, family. That's that New York in you. You know, we from Rock City. We from upstate Rochester, New York. That's that. I know how it is in that 585. We keep it live. We keep it popping around here. Thank you, cuz. I appreciate you for backing me up.
Remind me never to say hi to you.
All right, peace.